Doing our Mr. Kearns assignment here, go to our local water creek and to get a water sample so we can test the quality. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're here at the, Sanchez Creek, Watershed, about to go crazy. Alright, so I'm about to get this water sample.
We also got another sample in a different part of the creek to see if there was any changes in water quality.
Water samples, and so we got one right here, and the other one's right here. Now on to get the soil. So we just got the soil samples. It's mostly rock, but like you can see, there's a little definitive soil there. So now time for pictures.
When comparing the water quality to the tap water, it seemed to be pretty clear. Collecting our samples, we noticed that there was some trash that was in the creek. Luckily, we had a bag to pick some of it up. Also at the creek, we noticed that there was some wildlife around. When going back to the creek the second time, we noticed that there were some changes. The first change we noticed was that there was more water in the creek. The second change that we noticed was that there was less leaves in the creek than the first time because of the different seasons. The third change we noticed was that there was more mosquitoes this time because when we went the first time to the creek, there was just the larva that was being formed into the mosquitoes that are now there today. The fourth change that we noticed was that there was no smell. The first time there was a big smell of sulfur. This time was mostly fresh air. The fifth change that we noticed was that it was more humid this time because of the different seasons. Also at the creek, we noticed that there was some pollution.
So we just finished our lab. We got all results. We got all the pictures. The watershed's doing pretty well. It's looking pretty well, especially after the rain. It's a lot more moist. Do you have anything to say, Corey?
No, pretty good day out. Yeah, that's about it.
Going to the nearest watershed was so delightful and refreshing for me. The past month has been really hard for me as my senior year is probably over, including my track season and last memories with my buddies. So anytime I can go outside and enjoy my life is always satisfying. Satisfying because I do not have to think so much about the reality of the situation. When I go to the Sanchez Creek, I am immersed in nature and feel comfortable. Fresh air and the sounds of the birds help me connect back to Mother Earth as the world surrounding me is shutting down. My gateway to nature helps me go through the optimistic times with COVID-19.
Going to the creek was a great time to get outside and step into nature. For all the seniors, it's been tough. With many fun activities being canceled for the rest of our senior year, many of us have become bored and antisocial. When I got the opportunity to travel to my local creek and get outside, I jumped right on it. With Liam living close, I called him to do our assignment. However, since we should be distant from each other, we rode our bikes instead. With the wind blowing, it was a great time to relax and just ride with peace and quiet. For me, I try to look for peace and quiet in this loud earth. This assignment really helped me to find that.